Before I begin, do you think you recognize any of these icons on the screen? I'm going to give you 35 seconds to see if you recognize any of these icons on the screen. If you take your time to guess properly. If you don't need to guess, then I'm sure you know what they are. I'm going to reveal what they are to you. Alright? I'm speaking on the Google Maps, but I'm going to make use of Google Maps. Oh, they have the same pattern, but I'm going to make use of Google Maps here. Alright, 35 seconds have been elapsed and I added an additional like 10 or 20 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds more. So this is what they all stand for. Getting to know navigation is not as hard as you may think. For you to be here, you must have access to Google Maps, or you are getting close to having an access to the Google Maps. So let's jump into it. Checking Google Maps, it means that you don't know or you're not conversant with the environment you find yourself in. Now you either know how to read a map or you don't. But in this case, I'm going to make this video as brief as possible. So we're going to jump into the areas that we use in at least most of the day, the ones we make most use of, and neglecting the fact around the other functions we don't get to use every day. But if you wonder, you can leave a comment and I'll get to it in another video, a longer, more explained video than this one. There are the icons according to how they are. I scattered them in pieces: A, B, C, D, and E. The search bar is highlighted because it isn't meant to be among the unknowns. It's like a default. You need the search bar is search here. Once you enter, that's like the first thing you see at the top of the screen, search here. So I did not highlight that because it's self-explanatory. For you to check somewhere, you hit the search bar and search for whatever you're looking for. That's simple, guys. So speaking on the A is the different modes you find yourself in the maps view. You have the default mode, the satellite mode, and also many, like 4 extra or 6 extra. There are like 8 modes there, so you have like 6 extra, but we make use mostly of the default mode and the satellite mode. Why? The default mode is the basic white with the roads and streets and the terrain view and individual view, but we make use of the satellite mode when you're trying to identify properties, houses, roads, roof colors, whatsoever like that. You make use of the satellite mode in that aspect. But in this case, we're looking at the default and satellite mode. We're neglecting the rest since we don't make use of those ones on our daily moves or whatsoever. B out here, B is your live location where you are. Even if you're exploring the entire map, you can get back to yourself with a tap on B. C, we're not going to talk about C because C, let's leave C for the last part. Alright. D out here, D is like your points of view currently where you're facing, or your device, whatever device, tablet, smartphone, wherever you are standing and where it faces straight, the top of your phone, that is your point of view. So if you turn, if you have your device like this and you turn left, the point of view is going to shift to the left. The E is your current location, where you're standing, where you're sitting, where your car is, where any of the property is, right there, right now. But it's mostly your device, it's tracking your device mostly, so it's where you are currently standing or sitting or doing whatever you are doing. That's what E is. Now, like I said, I did not make mention of the search bar because it's a default thing. It's very self-explanatory. You're looking for something, just search for it up there. Now coming to C. C spots go on it. Speaking to say, this is to say you are going somewhere, you hit the go button and it takes you there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is what it is. So the next screen you're going to see is what C looks like when it's in use. Alright, so this is C. The blue indicates easygoing roads, less traffic congestion, super free traffic congestions. Now the yellow indicates a little lock in the traffic congestion, while the red indicates the tight gridlock. So you want to know how to navigate your ways. Now one thing about the maps is that it recalibrates whenever you take the wrong turn to your best option, your best route to wherever you're going to. So the blue way, the yellow a little bit tight, but the red is strictly very, very tight. It captures heat signatures, amount of cars on the road, amount of people in the area, vehicles, amount of objects blocking the road. That's why it's red. Alright, so you must be sure to avoid all those reds and stay in the blue, and mostly, worst case scenario, stay in the yellow. Now if you don't have time for all of this, help is on the way. Help has arrived. You have the boat. The boat is one of the best mobility services out there, so we're going to have a short review on the boat. This is boat. This is what they look like. This is how the app interface looks like. When you get in there, you also have a search bar to search wherever you're going to, or input an address you're going to. This one is very straightforward. You don't need to know how many modes the map has. You just get in there, right where you're going to, at least under 2 minutes or 3 maximum. You should get a rider to take you wherever you don't want to stress yourself at a little price. Right, it's very affordable. Yeah, the boat. So this is boat. This is what they look like. Very easy way out of it. Help, either you learn to navigate or you find help using both. Hit the thumbs up icon if you like this. I got a new Facebook page for your tech feed. Follow the Twitter also. Stay sharp, stay safe, never get lost wherever you find yourself. See you guys next one. Peace.